I found hundreds of pics of my brother on my boyfriend's laptop. Can anyone please explain to me what's going on? I, 24 years old, female, have been with my BF, 24 years old, male, for a year. Our relationship was great and we honestly never had any serious problems. We both have full-time jobs and live together. He's good friends with my younger brother, 20 years old, male, as well, mainly because of their shared interest in fitness, workouts, etc. They hang out a good amount and go to the gym together. In hindsight, the fact that they're good friends makes it all the more creepier. Yesterday I was home alone and my BF was at work. I needed to print something out but my laptop wasn't working at all. My BF has several laptops and there's one in particular he never uses. At least I've never seen him use it. I thought it was some dusty old thing. I grabbed it and it was not shut down properly. It took me straight to the photo albums, and there were hundreds of pics of my brother saved. Most were pulled from his social media accounts, but there were also pics of him from his rugby team's website. WTF? This isn't even the worst. There was an album that only consisted of creep shots and videos, pics of him sleeping and even videos of him getting changed. You could clearly see in the videos that he wasn't aware of being recorded. What the fucking fuck? The last pic he uploaded was literally last week. This is so creepy, I don't even know what to say. There were also pics of someone's gym clothes and I'm assuming they're also my brother's. I'm confused, disgusted, and shocked. What the hell is going on? When he came back from work I just went straight to sleep. I couldn't even face him. I honestly can't think of a good reason he would do this. I mean, straight guys don't usually do this, right? I don't know if I should even confront him about it. Should I ask what this whole thing is about? Update: sorry to disappoint, but this isn't a positive update. I'm still trying to mentally process it all, hence the delayed post. I grabbed the laptop to take pics of the photo albums. I found way more stuff than I originally stumbled upon. A lot of commenters in the original post said that he probably used me to get closer to my brother. I didn't quite believe it at first, but they were right. While I was taking pics of the photo albums, I found more folders. He began saving these pics 4 to 5 months before we started dating and my brother didn't even know him at that time. That realization sent chills down my spine. I also went on the internet, the bookmarks, the browsing history. It was all horrific. I'm not gonna elaborate because it's honestly sickening. It's clear that he has an obsession with my brother, and extremely violent and disturbing fantasies about him. I'm not talking about BDSM or bondage, although some of that was there too. This was absolutely messed up, scary stuff. I cannot believe that I was so clueless about everything. I went over to my brother's place and explained everything, showing him proof on the actual laptop. He was shocked / creeped out of course, but didn't believe that my ex was behind this for different reasons. But he's not gay, he wouldn't do something like this, etc. I wanted to go to the police but he completely refused. I explained that this wasn't just a crush from a seemingly straight friend. This was an unhealthy, psychotic obsession. He completely denied that he was in danger and seemed embarrassed more than anything. I told him that X actually started creeping on him months before the relationship began and took all these creep shots. Besides, the browsing history and bookmarks were specific to him. It would make anyone freak out. When I showed him the pics of his clothes, he was very confused and asked me why X would steal his dirty clothes, but he still didn't want to go to the police. My plan was actually to confront X in public, but my brother just straight away texted him to come over. Side note, he arrived super fast. I wonder what he was expecting. When X came I showed him the laptop and asked him to explain. The entire situation was so bizarre. While I was talking he seemed incredibly angry. I've never seen such a look on his face before. But then he calmed down and casually confessed to everything. He said that it was just a habit he got into and that he was truly sorry. At that point, my brother said that this was probably a prank and that it wasn't funny, etc. I started crying a little and X rolled his eyes and told me to stop crying. He was so nonchalant and cold, I didn't even recognize him anymore. Then he said that he would immediately stop doing this if we kept this to ourselves. I think my brother finally believed him then because he was absolutely dumbstruck. X said that he'd take down the cameras too and that we shouldn't make a big deal out of it. I asked him where the cameras were and he proceeded to show us. He probably thought he was a good guy for cooperating with us and that it would make the situation less creepy. Turns out, there was a camera in the shower as well. It was nauseating. The conversation that followed was extremely uncomfortable, and X said some very provocative / inappropriate things. They ended up having a huge argument about the stolen clothes amongst other topics, and the rest was pretty awful. I eventually went to stay at a friend's place. I had already packed my stuff anyway. Later that night, X texted me that I'm a bad person for invading his privacy and that I'm selfish, narcissistic, a bad human being, etc. He said that he's willing to forgive me though. Yeah, he really said that. I blocked his number. And on everywhere. A day later he came to me at work and I told him to stay away from me. He did that every day for 1 week, at different locations, until I seriously threatened him. He said that he never cared about me anyway and wished me luck in my future relationships. A couple of days ago my brother texted me, we haven't spoken at all since that day, and apologized, but he still refuses to address the elephant in the room. He's just pretending it never happened. I told him that X is clearly not stable. Why would you not notify the police? I honestly don't know what to do. Is there a way I can report this, just in case? And oh, by the way, it was his 21st b-day yesterday and I called him in the morning. He told me that he got a present from an unknown sender. I said that the sender is probably not unknown to us. Like this is 100% my psycho ex. I just know it. As I said, this isn't a positive update. A lot of people seem to be concerned and that's the only reason I posted this. I just hope things don't get worse.